2, you said her favourite cheese was camembert, but in book 6 you said it's cheddar, and you're like, think on your feet. You go, no, you're absolutely right, Oliver. That's because her taste evolved over time.
It's the morning show with Kathryn Thomas on Dublin's Q102. Our favourite. It says here in my script he's one of our best loves.
Yes.
No,
I like the fact you've crossed that out.
And I said he's my favourite. He's the most loved. Dermot O'Leary is in the morning show studio.
How
it's
are
so
you?
great to see you.
Thanks for having me.
And you are still smiling, even though you have been the victim of Dublin rush hour traffic this morning. And you are still.
You've got to be quite serene about that, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you look very together after, what has been stressful.
I like to think it's a zen moment. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. You've got to surrender to it. Got a lovely driver.
Okay.
Called Vivian. He's doing his best to get us here.
Right.
So the Viv.
Shout out to Viv.
The absolute shout out to Viv.
Yes.
Even though he likes a silent car, so he won't be listening to any radio.
I did hear you say, though, Dermot, you went out of your way, en route here.
En route.
But you went off route, en route to get a coffee, did you?
It was delicious.
You like your coffee?
I love my coffee.
But
my wonderful publicity team, they were just like, you've got to go to this. What's the name of the coffee place?
3FE. Okay.
Right?
I will second that.
Shall we give them a big shout out for their coffee?
We will. Listen, it is great to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Our favourite broadcaster, like I said, but also best-selling children's author.
It's nice, isn't it?
Toto is back.
Yeah.
Book number 6.
The book number 6, which I sort of... I can believe, because I've obviously written them all.
Yeah,
but it's you sort of scratch yourself. It's an idea that
I like that analogy. Scratch yourself. Thank you.
Give yourself a good itch. Me and my wife had, and like years and years ago, we adopted these 2 cats from Italy,
yes.
Toto and Silver, and we realised really quickly Toto was blind, but she had these incredible reactions, and we started calling her the little ninja, and I just started writing these ideas about her adventures, so she became a fully fledged member of an ancient order of international ninja cats. So she works for Larry the 10 Downing Street cat.
Right.
So she's his deputy.
Okay.
And the idea is that every world leader has an animal ensconced with them to make sure they don't do anything stupid.
Okay.
Through their mantra of purrs, paws and claws. So they purr, so that's why everyone relaxes. And
yes.
if that doesn't work, they have to use their paws. And if that doesn't work, they have to use their claws. Just to make sure that humans, because we are doing arguably quite a terrible job of running the world, the animals have to keep us in check.
I love this.
So
and I love the adventures that she has gone on over the years. She's been to Catstonbury.
She's been to the annual Animal Music Festival of Catstonbury. She has she's saved the crown jewels, the animal crown jewels, and Larry got framed for stealing them. So she had to help bust Larry out of jail. Every piece of cheese in the world went missing on the eve of an international peace conference, where cheese is the most important thing that can keep us all together. So she had to.
This is what the world needs right now. Honestly, I mean, well, for 2 reasons. I'm the mother of a 7-year-old and a 4-year-old.
Oh, there we go.
Just started this last week with them, so we've just introduced Toto. Was it this? Yes, I think it was this one. Loves it because you see, we have 2 dogs in our house, Peter and Poppy, and Arthur, our cat, who was 15, went to cat heaven last year. Oh. And Arthur, honestly, Dermot, was the joy in our house. Yeah. He was such a cat. Like the 2 dogs, yes, they love us and unconditional, and they're allowed in the beds and all that. But Arthur went on his own adventures because at night he went, smell you later.
Yeah,
I'm out of here. And took off around Dublin, and he'd be back sitting at the kitchen door the next morning. And you were going, right. And like, I'm a bit of
I'm no kiss and tell, but I had a great night last night.
It was like you could look in his eyes and go, what have you been up
to?
Which is what...
Cats are either up to everything or nothing, aren't they? They're either like... I was talking to a woman once who had a cat and a dog, and I was asked, because I really love a dog, and I said, what's it like having cats and dogs? And she summed it up so perfectly. She went, well, the thing is, your dogs are your kids and your cats are your mates. And it's such a good way of putting it. Because you leave a dog for 2 hours and you come back and they're like, why have you done that? Why have you left me? You leave a cat for 8 hours and they're in exactly the same spot, and they sort of look at you as if to go, have you been out?
Yeah.
Have you been? Oh, right, yeah.
Just feed me. Feed me and feck off.
Yeah.
That's it.
Pretty much it.
Come here. Welcome home, by the way.
Thank you.
Do you feel that when you come to Ireland?
I do, but this year, because I've been coming to Ireland from year dot, right?
Yeah.
So,
and your mum and dad have moved back. They're in Wexford
back about
now, haven't they?
10 or so years ago.
Yeah.
So they're in Wexford. So now I come back like even more. But I think it's my 9th time this year, so it's been a work and seeing family.
Well, we've seen you on the telly, travelling around.
Taste of Ireland.
Such
a nice show to do.
Gastronomies, and so you're heading into your 3rd series now, doing that?
Second of that, but it's broken up into 2, which is why you've been forgiven for thinking it was 3rd series. But so we did the first series, we were down the south, so Leinster, Munster, and had a great time down there. And actually, we've only done a little bit of Munster, so ideally I want to go back.
Okay.
Ideally, I never want to stop doing this show. And but it's a lovely show because it got commissioned from ITV, and Tourism Ireland paid for a bit of it. And Tourism Ireland are really good. They just say, look, you go and do your thing. You know, and we they're very kind of hands off. And then the production company and the director in particular, lovely crew called Rock Oyster, who work out of Devon, and they said, look, we want you to author this properly. So our starting point was, right, let's tell Ireland's story through its food and Ireland's history through its food, which you wouldn't necessarily think was as diverse as, say, Italy or Spain, but it is. It's, wherever you go in the country, you can tell different stories. And also looking at Ireland through second generation eyes. So someone that, like, in many ways I know Ireland so well, and in so many ways I don't know Ireland at all. So it's that kind of journey, really.
But it's funny, I would say that as well, as somebody who's lived here all my life. And I did a travel show back in the day where I travelled all over the world. And then after COVID, when the country opened up, I did a show called No Place Like Home, where I went from Mallinhead to Mizenhead in a camper van with my daughter.
Oh, great.
Which was amazing. And again, it's like that. It's kind of when it's on your doorstep, you tend to overlook it in a lot of instances.
Kind of take it for granted,
I had never been up around Donegal, never really got in under the skin or under the bonnet of it.
Yeah.
And like, again, great food, great pubs, great people. In your
and also
experience,
telling a story of a changing Ireland, and also telling its history, but also so there's this really lovely story this year where I got to hang out with this guy in Donegal called Abdul. Right now, Abdul fled the Syrian civil war, ended up in a refugee camp in Greece. Fully just wanted to be away from the war. Fully expected to go back to Syria when the war finished, and was part of the EU resettlement program. And all his friends had gone to Germany, so he thought, I'll go in Germany, I'll work in Germany, I'll spend a couple of years in Germany, and I'll go home. And then I said to him, have you heard of Donegal? He was like, no. Like, right, that's where you're going. So Abdul, and this is what I love about the story, because it's the kindliness of strangers. Yeah. So he ends up in Donegal, him and his wife, both primary school teachers, with his son. He's now got three kids, but at the time had one. And the local community are lovely. They start just trying to help him. And after a while, they said, well, what do you like to do? He said, well, I love to beekeep. I'm from a family of beekeepers. So they were like, well, we've got a beekeeping association. And they realised quite quickly that he's A, really good, and B, 30 years younger than everyone else. So within a year, he became president of the beekeeping association. Yeah. And now it's what he does for a living. And now he's got his Irish citizenship, and he had to go home last year, went back to see his family in Syria. Now the war's finished. And they said, when are you coming home? And he was like, well, that's my home
That's
now.
my home
My
now.
kids have been brought up there.
Yeah.
And so it's a lovely story, and the farmers love him because he helps pollinate, and got the hives on the land, and everyone gets great honey from it, and it's a really lovely story.
Incredible.
Just an evolving world,
Yeah, and now that your parents are back here in Wexford, does Casper, that's your little fella, does he come over and spend a couple of weeks down in Wexford in the summer?
Yeah, I mean, we always do. Me and him came over this summer, and he's half Norwegian as well, because my wife's Norwegian, so we sort of do the same thing over there as well. So he's got a lovely kind of hybrid of cultures he's grown up in.
As somebody who spent all of my summers in Wexford, there's nowhere more magical in the whole world.
It's a really nice part of the world, isn't it?
Oh, I love it. On your Instagram, I love seeing when you're I'm
now frantically checking my Instagram.
Everybody will know here, all the listeners will know, I love to do my dance a day, which I'm going to talk to you about in a sec. But I loved seeing the visits that you do to the schools when you're going in to talk about Toto, because it's the magic. One, you can see that you're great with kids. Yeah, I love it. And I love it when they realise that Toto is actually a real cat. And the crack and the questions and the most bizarre conversations, but the most brilliant.
Absolutely.
That you
have
with
just
kids.
So kind of tangential kids, aren't they? They're so brilliant because and there's no filter. So they know your books better than you know your books, because after you've written 6 books, you sort of, unless you go back and read all the books when you write a new book, there's certain things like, in book 6, and so a kid will go, question. In book 2, you said her favourite cheese was camembert, but in book 6, you said it's cheddar, and you're like, think on your feet. You go, no, you're absolutely right, Oliver. That's because her taste evolved over time. And then, like, in the 6th book, she's a really good swimmer, and I was reading it the other day and thought, hang on a minute, maybe I said in one of the early books she can't swim. I looked back and was like, she's learned how to swim. And then they'll go, and then one kid will go, it'll be anything from like, what's your favourite colour to how much are you worth? And you're like, whoa, guys.
That's what I love. I love the school visits more than anything else when you get to do them. But obviously Casper then, like, do you read the books to him? Is he the barometer of success as to how this is going to go?
Kind of. He's 5, so he's slightly too young.
Do you read to him?
Yeah. But he's very funny. He just likes extracts. So on the way to bed, he'll go, Daddy, can we do the bit where Archduke Cat, who's Toto's kind of arch enemy, has now become a frenemy in this book?
Yeah.
Can we do the bit where he says, I come in peace, and Silver goes, peace? And he goes, what? And Casper starts wetting himself because,
Well, at least he's looking
and he'll
like,
read that bit again. I'm like, just read that bit. Read that bit again.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do it again, but there are other parts of the book to read that bit again.
Whereas I'm at the stage now where all my kids want to talk about is poo. Make it have poo in it, Mom.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's
There's a lot of that going on.
Oh, God. It's like all they want to talk about. Like, don't read the words. Just make up something with poo in it every night. Can't let you go without talking about This Morning. I did say you were my favourite broadcaster, but my favourite This Morning... I love Alison. I love Alison.
On our deal.
I'm going to just break it.
She's the best.
She's the best. The two of you together are the best. Is it the greatest crack every week to get to do that with her?
And it's so lovely to kind of meet someone. We've both been doing it 20 years.
Yeah.
We both knew each other met each other a couple of times. I interviewed her when she came out of the house. Big Brother House years ago. But to sort of find that friendship 20 years down the line is quite rare in this industry.
And to see you celebrating when you won Best Daytime Show.
Over the moon.
You were great. You can see it. And sorry, when she starts wetting herself laughing.
How do you think I feel? I can't concentrate.
Well, somebody confused your stance and congratulated you for coming out.
Barry, yeah. It was amazing.
And Alison's reaction online, I every time I'm feeling down, I
just watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, she's the best. She's human sunshine.
I love it. As are you, my dear. What's the plans going forward? The radio show is going good.
Radio's going good. I'm doing a show for the NFL on Channel 5 back home, which is like for sort of Paramount, CBS of kind of the NFL are doing the show. And it's the craziest show. So whilst I'm doing that this morning on radio, and whilst the game's on. Yeah, so it's a game show within the game. So whilst, I don't know if you guys get Channel 5 over here, but whilst the game is on, then you're watching the game. As soon as there's a break and play, you come back to the studio and you've got 2 minutes to play a game with 2 sets of fans, and you're only in play when your team has the ball. But I have no idea, because we're taking the American feed, so I have no idea when it's coming back to me whether I've got 2 minutes, 30 seconds, a minute and a half, until about 10 seconds before we come back. And it's
crazy.
It is crazy. It's like being hit in a frying pan in the face.
Brilliant.
just like, what?
What is going on?
I know, but it's great.
It.
Really enjoying it.
Love it. All right, well, listen, Toto the Ninja Cat and the Pirate Treasure Hunt.
It's set in Ireland, by the way.
It is set in Ireland. We never even got there.
In the Skelligs.
It is in the Skelligs. Absolutely brilliant. And it's also going to be turned into a stage show. Is Toto taking to the stage?
Oh, yeah. It's really lovely. There's a lovely theatre company called the Little Angel Theatre Company, and they're co-proing it with, I grew up in a town called Colchester, and we've got a lovely theatre there called the Mercury.
Okay.
And so they're co-proing it together, and they're sort of work. So we'll be helping to exec produce that, and we're working on the scripts and stuff at the moment. So
amazing. Well, listen, long may her adventures continue.
Long may she reign.
As may yours. Dermot O'Leary, thank you so much for coming in and chatting to us this morning.
Kathryn.
Fabulous. Oh, actually, one more thing just before we go. I did say that I do a dance a day. I've been doing it since COVID. You were the inspiration, Dermot O'Leary. Last person I had in this studio dancing with me was Rick Astley.
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, that's
so
big
I
shoes
looked
to fill.
up. I looked up what was the last song you danced to. It's The End of the World as we know it. REM. We're going to do it.
Yep.
That was Dermot getting ready to dance, lashing his Revive Active into him. Dermot O'Leary, thanks for joining us this morning.
That is strong stuff.
It's not whiskey. You need to come out on a night out with me.